So we'll start with Grigori. As you enter, it is a very bright room, actually.
Oh, this must have wrong place.
It's got a lot of candles lit in there, and someone walks in. Ah, a new person. Let's
Oh, if all the
see.
light comes from an excessive number of candles, then it's definitely the right place.
Sitting there, just looking you over. Hmm. I don't smell smoke or any ice on you, so not an elementalist. You're not boasting about a giant book. Neither, Mancer?
Hmm.
Right.
Yes.
So, the from what you can tell, it's a lady, and I'm not doing a lady voice because every time I do this, I get mocked, and I'm not doing that right now.
I like that from what you can tell. Must be kind of an androgynous one.
It,
Do lady voice.
no.
Woo! Welcome to the guild.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's terrible.
No. It's she's wearing very heavy robes, so it's kind of hiding her figure. You can tell from the voice that sounds very stern, like having to deal with a lot of jackasses at one point.
This is part of the reason Grigori is so well armored and carrying around knives and stuff. He's actively trying to not look like a stereotypical mage.
All right. She has you sit down on a stool and puts a target in front of you. All right. What can you do to this without using any physical means? No weapons, no punching it. What can you do?
I just do that real quick
All right, roll your
without
attack.
touching anything, and it probably rocks slightly. You want me to roll my spell casting?
Yes,
Okay, let me just double check. Is that an 8 or a 9?
because I'm guessing
I'm
you're
at 8
throwing
right
the
now.
bone thing, wasn't it?
No, it's astral dart.
Okay. All
7. That should be more than enough.
right. Well, you hit the general thing of it, and she's sitting there looking at you. But can you hit it better?
Is with more practice, probably yes. Is why I'm here.
Yes. Well, try again. I want to see if you can be consistent.
All right. That's a 12 for you.
All right. You hit it dead center this time, to the point where it falls over. And she's like,
Grigori is sorry, not more consistent.
well, you were able to hit it twice in a row, which is more than some of the mage people who come through here. But you actually were willing to follow instruction, which is a good thing. We've turned away many a promising mage, elementist, various other people with weird names that their Kyre gave them for what they do. Because they swore that they were the best and that should have proved what they needed to prove. You, willing to do this, proved you can listen.
Instructions are important.
Very well. Welcome to the guild. You're now Greenhorn. And she gives you a little medallion that can be clasped onto like a cloak or something. And it has literally a horn with a green coloring on it.
Excellent.
All right. So, Wyland walks in, and there's a stage on there with a person standing on it with one light on them. And you just hear them tuning their lute. Doom, doom, doom. Say anything, or do you
Ding,
just...
ding, 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 ding. Are they?
I'm not the only one that had that in my head. Okay.
Are they? Is it in tune or is it slightly out of tune? Where is it at?
From what you can hear, it's slightly out of tune, and they're tuning it up like it has just been restrung.
I will. Before he can fully correct it, I'll say just a little bit tighter, and I think you've got it.
It's in there and just... Doom, doom, doom. Yes, well, I figured I need to tighten it. So, you're a troubadour, are you?
Ah, indeed. First door on the right.
All right. You know why they gave us this room? And he walks with you, puts his hand on his back, and starts walking towards the stage.
Well, of course, because as everyone knows, while all adept classes are great, troubadours hold a special place because who better than troubadours to carry these stories and these legends
They
to restore
soundproofed it.
hope to the people?
They soundproofed it.
That also makes sense.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, what is your specialties, young one?
Well, I perform a number of things, but I prefer poetry as my, and I have my flute, my trusty flute here, and I'll do a little shrill and
The occasional slide whistle.
yeah.
Okay.
Beyond that, I'm mostly in telling tales. I've practiced a bit with juggling and of fast movements. Oh, what's this behind your ear? Oh, look it's a silver coin.
Ready with
But
pops? No.
but beyond that, that's I have a few skills here and there. I'm still learning.
Sitzer, well, you seem to have the gift of gab, but can you impress a crowd? Can you tell a tale to carry them? At which
I
point,
have done that.
which
Oh,
point
but go ahead, please.
he gestures out, and you notice that in where the crowd would be, look to be clay figurines of people.
Mm.
This is how we test troubadours here, storytellers. Like, since we are not, that mystical of magic, and we don't really fight, I had a mage make these up. This will tell me how good of a story you tell.
I see. They'll react like normal name givers?
Well, golems.
Well, as the better story you tell, the more they'll move, the brighter their eyes will be, symbolizing how much hope one of our people can bring to the common everyone.
Excellent. All right, I will. I'll kind of. Can I like walk amongst the clay things there?
Yeah.
I'll do that, and I'll kind of. I'll just kind of look at them, and I'll tap one. Ooh, tough crowd. And then I'm gonna dig into. I have as a skill. I'm probably setting myself up for an amazing amount of failure right now, but I have knowledge of bar safe history and knowledge legends and heroes,
Okay.
and so I'd like to maybe try and draw on, a really really good story that I think might fit the bill of what they're looking for.
Okay.
A rousing tale of past heroics.
Yes, exactly.
Alrighty. Well, go ahead.
All right. They both have the same step number, so we'll just see what happens. 7.
All
Not
right.
too bad.
Not too bad. They actually start, after several minutes of you rousing and telling the tale, you see them light up. They're not as bright as they could be from what you can tell, but they're light up, they're moving. And he's merely looking like, very well. But do you leave a crowd wanting more, or do you continue onward?
You always leave them wanting more.
Good man, good man. And he's saying to you, yes, well, I think you're good here, and I'm assuming you came with a group.
We did. There are, excuse me, good sir. There are 3 of us in total, and they are in their respective rooms right now.
Very well. Well, while they're doing that, do you care to play your flute with me and to an adorning crowd?
Oh, by all means, yes. Here, I tell you what. Since you have allowed me in the guild, teach me one of your songs first, and then I shall teach you one of mine.
All right. And you go through for the next several minutes. He's playing a song and having you learn how to play it on the flute.
Excellent. I'm going to send you a link to the song that we are going to attempt to play. That I'm going to teach him.
Okay.
This was a song. This was a song done by. She was a well-known troubadour. Her name was Lady Brittany Sparras, and
Okay.
this is how her song sounds in the flute.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
It had to be that one, didn't it?
Okay. Everybody at home, I will play this. Oh, I'm
Only
so-
like 10 seconds worth though, or you're gonna get
Yeah.
claim or strike. Or something.
Everyone's
Okay.
going to leave.
So everybody in 3, 2, 1. Oh crap! I forgot. Oh.
You're a bad man.
Oh. Full volume.
Well-
Oh.
I'll give it one thing. The title of the video did not lie.
Jesus. Okay,
Oh,
I have to make a
God.
mark here to lower the volume at that point.
Oh, my Lord.
Jesus Christ, that hurt my ears. Okay, so he looks at you in kind of disdain when you start playing that one, just like,
There might be a little bit of dust in my flute. I apologize.
okay.
No wonder he's here. He needs the help.
I'm desperate need of training.
I can see you are truly a greenhorn. Yes, you have some skill, but my God, man.
Although to be fair, if it sounded exactly like that video, that would have been him rolling snake eyes on the roll.
No kidding.
All right,
That's a critical failure.
and thus he gives you the medallion as well with a greenhorn on it.
Excellent.
But all right, now we move to Kazuya.
This will be your official guild instrument, the greenhorn.
So you walk in and you are in a circular room with a dummy in the middle. And you see what looks to be kind of a older man in the corner and some young people sparring in front of him. Kazuya, what do you do?
I will go up to the older man and tell him why I'm here, and I'm here to pass whatever test I need to be passing.
I see.
Here to chop your test into pieces.
He kind of gestures for you to follow him. As the fighters in the group, we are often tasked with protecting them. The mages, they have their spells and they need to stand back. The troubadours, they try to inspire and make sure
Mason does not need to stand back.
But we have to be the frontline fighters. I'm assuming you've dealt with this from the sword on your back, yes?
Oh yes, very much so.
Very well. Show me what you got. And he gestures at the dummy in the middle. Roll your attack, please.
That's the melee weapons, and then it's melee weapons, then weapon, right?
Yes.
The weapon is for the damage.
Yes. So I want to make sure you can hit it first.
Fucking Christ.
Can you hit this thing that's not moving?
All right, you hit it.
All right.
That was more or less just a don't fumble it roll.
Pretty much.
Great.
And he looks at you again.
Again.
You can do it.
All right.
You can do it, Nikki.
And you get some decent chops in there and says, okay. Yes, you can hit stick. That is good. Now hit me.
Stop trying to hit me and hit me.
Okay, so that's weapon then, or melee weapons then. Okay.
Mhm. By the way, don't forget to update your weapon damage entry now that you've got a new weapon.
Already did.
Well,
That's that.
Yeah.
Yep.
You swing hard and you basically would hit him, but as you go to, you feel a kind of a shockwave come back and you see his cane stopping your sword.
Ooh.
Very good. Interesting. Now again. And you kind of miss broadly, and he keeps yelling at you again and again. I'm assuming you keep swinging every time he yells again, yes?
Yes.
And eventually you get tired, but he's still standing there. You have a good heart in you, and you're willing to fight. That is important. But you need training on how to wield that beast, and how to use everything. He kind of gestures to your tail. So then there's like, very well. I say you need training, but you should do for a low-level missions. And he just kind of gestures. Over there should be a medallion for you. Say if you want to train on some of your basics, but otherwise you are done here.
Yes. Knowing at least the elf, I'll grab the thing and train, I guess.
All right. It doesn't really get you anything. Whoa. Get you anything in stat boost or anything. It's just in character. You are training. You are.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. It's RP fluff.
Exactly.
The nice bonus about being the adepts is the magic helps us with all our abilities, so we don't need as much training as the mundanes do.
Yep.
We catch on to things quickly.
But he sits there and basically gives you tips on how, yes, your sword should never go this angle, otherwise they will easily catch you here, and he kind of smacks you in the ribs.
Otherwise, this happens to you.
My appendix.
It'll fix itself
I was still
soon.
using that spleen.
But as soon as you're all done, Grigori is kind of, allowed to stay in and target practice if he wants, but she pretty much just waves you off.
Yeah, okay. That's fine with me.
Essentially saying the whole, we mages, we don't have much to care for, or tell each other at this stage.
It's true.
We must learn in the world.
It's very true.
Okay. So, how long do you think Wyland would actually be in there, Chris?
With him, I would say, I mean, he'll be in there.
We'll come pick him up tomorrow.
They'll legitimately do a couple of songs, and then if he's allowed to go, he'll go, because he'll probably say, or at least say that we'll probably at least one, for one night before we go and find ourselves some lodging.
We'll pick him up some dinner.
Yes, well,
but no. I would imagine I'll stay in there at least long enough to do the 2 songs, and then and then I'll probably want to inquire about my companions.
all right. Well, once you're all out, you basically, in a weird way, all come out at the same time. It feels like it wasn't that long in there for Grigori and even Kazia. But it's weird how that works with some things.
Grigori has learned there's no coincidence in the world. It's happened for a reason.
All right. And you look back to the big desk, and you kind of see somebody, the little hand gesturing you from where, since he came.
Is there a little smaller chair on the bigger chair?
No, he is.
Or does it stand on it?
No, he's full
It
in
floats.
sitting. He's full in sitting down in it.
Oh, okay.
Imagine a kid sitting in their, older.
It's like that. It's like that TV show where there's the kid sitting in the huge chair.
Exactly. All right. It's in there. So, let me see. You all got the greenhorn thing. That's good. That's good. And I need to tell somebody that the soundproofing needs to be improved a little bit.
I don't know what you're
Nail a
talking
few
about.
additional blankets to the wall.
And and he kind of looks at Kazia and's like, so how many bruises did you get?
Surprisingly, not that many. And enough to bother me, at least.
We'll have to work on that.
He must like you. Usually he makes sure that somebody ends up there with a visible wound.
Oh,
Good on you.
feel much more lucky than I usually do.
And as he's sitting there, well, very well. As you are now officially part of this, I need you all to sign your signatures here. And he puts contracts in front of you, swearing that you'll do what you can to help, and if time of need, we will call on you. And you must answer that call. But till then, we will provide you with jobs that earn you money and places to rest.
I see. Who is in charge of the guild, if I might be so bold to ask?
Bob.
Tenrax is in charge of it. He's somewhere. I don't know exactly. I'm just the pencil pusher here.
I see. All right. And if one more question, if there's any point in time in the future when we wish to leave the care, I guess you could say, CARE of the guild, is that an easy thing to do?
Usually you requires death to leave, yes.
This is a lifelong oath then.
Yes. We take into account your age and consideration. Well, Elf, your age shouldn't factor too much, but Grigori, you're from, I'm guessing, or Grigori and Kazia, you two, yes. We'll consider your ages, your skills. We would never call a mage to come in to fight a, sword battle. And neither will we call a swordsmaster to come in and fight, a mage battle.
I see. Would you just give us a moment?
Okay.
I'm gonna pull both Grigori and Kaja aside. Companions, friends, are we sure we want to do this? To sign up for this?
As long as it's not require of blood oath, should not be problem.
But it requires. I mean, you're essentially giving your word, and are you okay with serving in this manner?
I mean,
It is depend on what they ask to do. If people needs help, Grigori will help.
What if they need you to do something that you find to be unpleasant?
Like what?
Well,
Grigori do
didn't-
many
what-
things that people think are unpleasant.
well, yes, but didn't they say something earlier about destroying villages?
Oh, that is probably for the Sky Raiders to do. Grigori will not be doing those.
Well, what if they don't give you a choice?
how many people do you think work here? If we don't want to do it, they'll hire somebody else. It's not that hard.
Yes,
Well,
exactly.
I can't argue that. I'm just saying, from a scruples standpoint.
It's only a piece of paper. It cannot force us to do what we do not want to do. They have not invented lawyers yet.
That is both a good and a bad thing.
That last part, obviously, out of character.
So you feel comfortable with this, yes, Grigori?
As said, as long as not require a blood oath, then I do not see problem.
Kaja?
I'll be doing this one way or another. Might as well make it official.
All right. Well, you've been my friends so far. So
From an out of character point of view, Grigori is basically of the consideration that if they're going to be jerks, then he doesn't mind breaking his word, as long as it's just writing on paper.
Yes, and as long as you don't have to get a blood wound, right?
Which is why I don't want to have to take a blood oath, because
Yeah.
then I will be magically compelled to obey.
So,
And that I am not okay with.
so people at home, a blood oath is a magical contract you're signing with your blood, and if you have to follow it for a year and a day, as I remember seeing,
Yes.
and and you cannot heal this. It's a constant damage to your health and everything. Once you finally get to the year and a day, it can be healed, and you can continue carrying on, or you can reevaluate it and make it again.
Or you can renew it, yeah.
Yes. And essentially, once ever it finally breaks, if you break the blood oath, you now take a massive take damage to yourself. And if you try and heal the wound, also you take an.
I think it just doesn't work. I think
No,
you just can't.
no. I read up and it's like if you
Oh, this
actually.
might be a special case then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most standard blood magic, such as the damage from blood charms and things like that, just can't be healed. But
Yeah. No, this
It's
one you
different.
can, but it would be seen as breaking the oath.
yeah, okay.
So yeah, it's a very strong thing in this world.
Yeah.
all right.
That's
Well-
why Grigori was expressing concern about that angle. But as long as it's just writing on paper, then if they try to dig us over, we can just flip him the bird and walk away.
All right.
All right. Well, let us do it.
Right. So he pushes the little quills and inkwells in front of you. Sign your names, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Yep, I just write Grigori.
Okay.
I
I
never
will
give
sign
anybody
my-
my full name.
At which point you see him pull out. All right. So who's ready for the blood oath? And you hear from the other room, Mayor here, shut the hell up about that.
It's not funny joke.
You see a large troll come in. I've told you time and time again, we don't do that. Just because you want to make people do it and do your fucking bidding doesn't work.
Blood oath is not something you take lightly.
He does for some reason. His car never took it seriously.
Wyland will dab the sweat off of his brow that just started forming.
And when he meant by death, it's usually if you live to old enough age, we don't call you. If most people here, though, will die in some sort of glorious.
I figure that's what they meant when they said that they're taking ages into consideration. They're not going to call geriatrics into service.
We have
Magic
once.
missile.
We have once, but he was a very strong elementist.
Mm.
Oh, yes, you're talking about the great and powerful elementalist Logistics. Yes, I've heard of him. I know many of his stories.
Yeah, Master Roshi was great.
You know that volcano in the middle of ocean? Him.
He was bored one day.
But anyways, the troll's in there's like, sorry about him. Also, why are you in my chair?
That makes more sense now.
But welcome, Greenhorns, to the Adventurers Guild. If you need, there is a barracks downstairs. There's a cafeteria. You can fill to your heart's content, but be mindful of others. And if you want, there is jobs, but it is later in the day. As you look out, the sun is now setting. So you may not want to go out and do some of these jobs. Just saying, middle of the woods, kind of new inexperience. It's hard to do. So,
Is cafeteria serve good borscht?
I mean, we serve boar. Is that what you're asking? Boar?
Close enough.
Could make with boar, yes.
I mean, they have this thing called strudel that one of the bakeries sends in.
It's a little different from that, yes. It's a bit not that thing at all.
The
I
cafeteria
think I love
they
the
make
baker.
it.
It's okay. We'll see what they have.
Yes, and he just kind of waves you away and starts yelling out May here.
All right.
You can choose to take one of the jobs, or you can choose to check out one of the other places. It's your call.
What
Let's
do
see
you
what
mean by other places?
One
What do you
of
feel like doing?
the inn that.
Oh, you mean food-wise?
Well, sleep-wise too. If you don't want to stay in.
Yeah. Oh, we're definitely going to the inn to sleep. I'm not sleeping here.
You're not going to sleep here.
Barracks are for less
sleeping here.
educated people than me.
All right. Well, the cafeteria has plenty of food, various varieties for different races. Once, but nothing too extravagant. And you see, like, there's plenty of people there. In fact, it looks like a few more have shown up to eat there.
Mm-hmm.
So you can interact with this, or you can leave the guild house if you want.
I think we could look over the job board before we go get some lunch and arrange rooms.
Okay.
That's a fair.
Or maybe it's dinner by this point. I don't know what time of day it is.
It's dinner. Sun setting, dinner. I know you wake up at noon, but
Or maybe it's a really fancy tavern and they sell Brinner.
Ooh, yeah.
all right. Well,
Inside jokes.
you see on the job some basic things of like take care of rat problem, 10 gold or 10 silver. Sorry, I gotta get out of the gold habit.
Yeah, seriously.
You see some things like help bodyguard this one specialty night spot, and a couple of things of like go with the caravan. Like about a 2-week journey one way. So one of them is a guard a wedding. So various ones with various pricings of silvers listed or goods returned.
I kind of like the. This one intrigues me. Traveling with a caravan, just being able to see more of this world. I kind of like that idea. Although the wedding is appealing as well.
It does not require us to find trip back afterwards either.
No.
Although if there was a caravan going back other way, it could be interesting travel. Could go either job.
Yes. What about you, Kaja? What do you think? What do you find?
Wedding might feed us, save us a bit of money and time. Not hard work either.
Rare to find adventuring job with catering. It's a good idea.
Catering is always good.
Unless this is some kind of weird thing. I don't really think there's going to be much work there, but it's good to get known and see everything around here.
Really? So are we thinking the wedding then?
Has merits to idea. Yes.
What is the time on the, so like, is the wedding occurring before the caravan, or are they around the same time, or it can be like nab the wedding and then take off in the caravan a couple days later, or?
Yeah, you see, the wedding is in about 2 days, and the caravan has about a week before it can head off because it's still trying to get everything together.
Here you go. Do not have to
You
choose.
See some extra information on the caravan descriptor because it has like in big headings like what the main job is, and then a little descriptor for the people who want to read further. Talking about like they want to have a certain amount of guards to make sure that they can safely travel. Until they get that required number, that it will take them some time. And now they're missing the last few guards. The wedding, it was urgent because they do have a time limit and they're wanting to get it done. And it's mostly to protect against the bride's other suitors and some enemies of the groom.
Scored lovers.
Couple.
Indeed, I kind of like both of these. I think perhaps maybe if we go and we sign up for the caravan now, then we can go and secure that one, and then take the wedding job.
Mm-hmm.
Seems easy enough.
Sounds good.
I think the caravan one, the three of us would probably fit in quite well. Clearly, Kaja, your sword and your muscle. You, with your knowledge and experience and ability to cast spells. And me, well, entertainment for the caravan on those long and boring stretches. Seems like a natural fit.
If they kick you out, it isn't my fault.
You've already tried to kick me once.
I have a feeling
if Bart gets kicked out, we do not know him.
All right. Well, you rip down the things, and it gives you some contact information on where to find the people.
It's like one of those things with a bunch of little strips on the bottom.
No, you literally take the piece of paper off. Well, the wedding, you take a piece of paper off. Yeah, the wedding or the caravan one has strips.
Yeah, they need more than one applicant.
Yep.
Mm.
So your time is yours on what you guys want to do.
So yes, let's
Did you say food?
Let us find Caravaneer and reserve spots.
Okay. Well, it's nighttime, so most places won't be doing things.
In morning.
Yes.
Food and sleep.
All right. Well,
I don't need no fancy inn.
The tavern has borscht.
All right. So who's staying in the guild hall for the night? I assume both Winland and Kazia.
Yeah, I think I will. I think
The
I'll
guys
stay in
who
the guild
spent
hall.
money on new gear.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I want to
Hey,
retain.
I
spent 5.
I spent 5 silver on those daggers.
All
Come
right.
on.
Well,
I didn't not spend money, technically.
all right. So I'm guessing.
I'll go see what the prices on meals and rooms are like.
All right. Well, while you're out and checking, Wayland and Kazia are getting a free meal of various, like it's kind of like a buffet. And the troubadours are all just singing various songs of their group, like my group did this, ha ha ha, we're better, or we did this. It's kind of like a sing-off. Then in comes Devin talking about his group and just shuts everyone up. All right.
Nice.
And that's how the night goes. It leads into when you go to bed, you're able to find a couple of bunks in the barracks. That's the word. In the barracks, and it's essentially they're not the comfiest, but they're not the worst you slept on. It's a lot better than the hard ground.
Mm-hmm.
And the only issue you're having to deal with is some of the people had way too many beans.
Yeah.
All right. But now it's out to Grigori. As you go out, you were told about the tavern by Wyland. So, do you want to check out the Gray Basilisk?
Yeah, I'll go have a look.
All right. You get there, you see the sign swaying back and forth. It has like a little rar head carved into it.
Just don't look at me. Don't look directly at the sign. No.
You see a street performer actually pretending to be stuck there. So anytime someone
Goddamn
gets
mimes.
It's one of those living statues.
exactly. But as you
And
go
those
in,
guys have willpower, let me tell you. Discipline.
except this one, he keeps misstepping and having to get back into form.
Everybody needs practice.
Yes. As you go inside, it's an open center. There's a large fire pit in the middle for just general heating and such. It's somewhat lively, and it's yours to go. You see various people of different types there.
Okay, I'll approach if there's any sort of like a bar or like innkeep or something.
Yep, there is. There's a bar there. There's a older elf with a beard grown out, wearing a smock on him. So
Yeah, I'll approach and what's his price for room for night and bowl of borscht?
we don't have none of that borscht thing. Room is going to be about 15 silver, and the food, three silver tends to get you most of anything on the menu.
Mm.
But if you want something special, you got to tell the cook how to make it, and then they'll probably charge what's necessary.
I see. Yeah, you have stew.
Yes.
It's,
And I swear to
it's
God,
stew
everyone
with-
listening, I will stop doing the hick voices eventually. I need to work on some of them. I just listened to way too many people talk today. I live in the South.
And I'll just get like a meal, like a bowl of stew or something. Then I'll go back to the guild
Okay.
because that is an expensive room.
It was, huh? A bit too much.
Meal is reasonable though.
Right. As you get your food, as you're walking back, you see one guy sit there. Too expensive for you?
Yes.
Actually, the living statue too expensive for you? Well, there's a place down the road that's about 1 silver a night.
This is much different.
So, do you go to that or do you go back to the barracks?
I'll go see how seedy it looks.
It looks like a hostel. Basically, you pay the silver to have a roof over your head for the night and just sleep on the floor.
So basically, I'm paying in silver for getting the same thing I would get at the guild for free.
Exactly.
Well, all right. I'm going back to the guild then.
You come back in, and most people are asleep by the time you get there, just from your having to wander back and forth. You're able to find a bed in the corner, and the night passes unscathed because it's a nice protected area.
Nice.
A couple of farts may wake you up, a couple of snoring. No one has night terrors, thankfully.
Maybe over the next few days, I'll explore the town some more and try to find something a bit more mid-range, like an inn that's maybe like 5 silver a night
Okay.
or something around there. That's a decent traveler's inn or something,
Yes. All right. Well,
but not like some sort of crazy fancy noblemen's or guildsman type thing.
yeah. So what do you do? Morning comes. You've been fed. We'll just assume that much. Yes.
Mm.
What do you guys do?
And did we? I know we probably took the papers, but we need to go and actually try and find these jobs to sign up. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Well, I suppose we should do that.
All right.
Do we want to go and split up to do this, or should we all just stick together?
Well, let's stick together. That way they can visually see that we have a team ready to go.
Okay.
I'm sure people would like to see what it is that they're hiring exactly. So, rather than just one person saying that he's got a couple friends somewhere.
The more imposing, the more chance will be paid better.
True. True.
I'm sure for guard job, they would like to see big shield I have. It's very big.
All right. So which one do you guys go to first?
I think the caravan one. Might as well reserve those slots first.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
So, as you're heading out, the doorman sits there and points you to where that job should be taking place. It's halfway across town, so you have to kind of wander there. And once you get there, it is a trading company with sign, everything being said there. You see people loading stuff onto caravans, people unloading stuff off. So when you go inside, you sit there and see, or actually you walk in and you see a human kind of standing there looking up to you. Yes, can I help you?
Yes, and we'll hold out the paper. We are Greenhorn members of the Adventurers Guild here in Haven, and we saw this, and we think that the three of us would make a fine addition to the crew that you're putting together for this journey.
Oh, well, that's not for me to judge. You need to talk to the troll. He's down a bit, and he's tending to the horses right now. Just tell him you're here about the caravan. He'll tell you what to do.
All right, well, we can certainly do that. We don't need to knock a certain number of times?
What?
Yep, down this way. Okay, good. We'll head down there, and we'll go find the.
You're gonna run that joke
Or
into
just
the
kind of
ground,
swats
aren't
the
you?
elf on the arm, annoyed.
Well, we're new members in town. I don't know, to say
It's
anything.
not polite to go around knocking on trolls.
Well, no, I don't plan
Also
to.
not
go
safe.
Yes. It's also difficult to find a smooth spot on them.
This is true.
All right. Well, you
Might
see,
hurt Knuckles trying. Yes.
as you walk down, you see it clearing out into the stables area, and you see a large troll hand feeding the horses, petting them, taking care.
Yes, you must be the troll that we're looking for.
Yes.
Lots of juxtapositions, windlings in big chairs and trolls with small voices. This piece of paper here, we're Greenhorn members of the Adventurers Guild here in Haven, and we're interested in signing up for your caravan. We are the three of us here. We are brave and hardy travelers looking for work.
Ooh, yes! Finally, we got enough.
Oh, good. You have 3 spots left then.
Oh, we only needed 1. No one was really answering, but 3 is great.
Ah, so you have no one else.
No, but 2 caravans and one of the people, two large trolls. It tends to be
Yes.
okay, but we just
Between
want
3
extra
of us
attention.
and one of you, we should be good.
I got my wife coming with me too, and
Even better.
you see someone slightly bigger than him.
Good gravy.
No one wants to travel with trolls half the time. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think they might be intimidated by your height.
Personally, I feel safer with troll rather than against.
Oh, well, whatever. Anyways, we're still waiting on the last of our shipment to come in so that we can take it. So it's going to be about a couple of days.
That's actually a good thing. We have another job lined up that we should be completing by that time, I think. And so then,
Double check paper. When is wedding exactly?
2 days from now, from the years. So
And how many days is caravan until ready?
About 5.
It's more than a couple then. Okay, is good.
All right. Well, make sure you guys get proper armor, especially on you. Points to Kazia.
The one whose armor is in the shop and can't be seen right now. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't worry, it's getting work done.
Oh, but I do.
where
know-
will we be
job.
traveling?
Oh, we're going to Bartertown.
Is place to go for barter? Yes.
Oh yeah, I mean it's in the name, so why not?
Well, certainly. Who run Bartertown?
Couldn't resist.
Oh, are you kidding me? No way! I've been waiting.
Oh,
I could
and
not resist.
what sucks is I can't remember the damn name. Oh,
Ever
I
since this
guess-
campaign was declared to be a thing that we were going to do, you've been waiting to say that.
oh, crap! What is that guy's name?
Master Blaster.
Master Blaster. God damn it, Master Blaster. I swear to God, I'm gonna make a character Master Blaster with Windling and an Obsidian.
Oh,
Master
my
Blaster
gosh,
is a windling wizard.
that would be
He blasts
fantastic.
better than most people.
You guys, the campaign becomes overthrowing Bartertown now. Anyways,
Oh my god, that's an epic level quest.
so you have that. You now are secured in there.
Perfect.
So
Will we be Bartertown? And actually, pull at your map. I want to see. Will we be going around the mountains, through the mountains, down the river? How do you foresee us traveling?
well, unless you want to help us push the caravan over the mountain, we're going to go around it.
I see.
This might be easier.
Horses aren't that strong, and I get kind of tired of pushing the thing uphill and then trying to make sure it doesn't run over the horses downhill.
Might try Thundra Beast then. Maybe still not big enough.
That's for those fancy folk.
He's probably expensive.
Yes.
That's fair. Excellent. Well, good. Yes. Well, so yes, we'll finish getting signed up and see you in about 5 days. Yes.
Yes. Be sure to be here before the crack of dawn, though.
Of course.
I'm gonna get an early start. Early.
Take advantage of this of the sun, of the light. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I must get back to my horses. Horsey.
All right.
This one is Horsey. You realize this man
Story's
is insane
already,
as
already
he's
leaving.
Horse C, horse A, horse B.
Perfect.
and Phil.
What are they doing with a
Fail.
lava golem in here?
Anyways, so you wander away. The receptionist kind of looks at you. Oh, thank you. He's been trying to find somebody for a while, and the Adventurers Guild was kind of the last hope there because none of the people were willing to give a reasonable price.
Ooh, I knew we forgot to talk about something.
Actually, if you notice on the paper, it says your price there.
Oh,
And what would that be?
200 silver per person, half paid right before, half paid or the other half paid when you arrive.
It's reasonable.
yes, very.
Good.
But now that was for the wedding or the caravan?
That was for the caravan.
Okay, what's the wedding one?
It says TBD.
We can D this, yes.
Indeed we can.
The troubadour likes to D.
Oh God. So you go through and
Perfect. That was good.
I'm assuming you asked receptionist about where the wedding people are, where that address is.
Yes.
Yeah, if she knows, you bet.
Right. Well, they start pointing you down, and it's kind of a direction. Like you went halfway across town, they're sending you back to the other half of town.
Figures.
You're learning about this town. In fact, Grigori should probably make a reception check to see if he finds inns while he's wandering, if he doesn't want to sleep there again.
Yeah, fair enough. Nope. Sure didn't.
You find
But
your
you
feet.
just-
Not a fumble, though. Not a fumble.
No.
You
wasn't the
discovered a huge crack in your ass.
It took me both hands to find it, though.
It's like nature's pocket.
Spirits flying around.
It even keeps it warm for you.
All right, so you eventually get there, and you notice it's a nicer looking house, which throws you off a bit because you haven't seen those in Haven that much. Like if this was modern day, it would be kind of on its own land, away from a few other houses, not gated, but
This must be noble quarter.
a bit.
Perhaps.
So, you approach the door. Do you wait for?
You have to let the lizard talk to them. You do this one again, Elf.
All right. Let's go up to the door.
All right.
Knock or buzzer or whatever it has.
Knock. You have to knock. It's,
Three quick knocks.
you just hear someone yell, "I'm coming." After a minute or two, you finally see it open, and you see a human open the door. Oh, can we help you?
I just hold up the paper. We're here for the job.
Oh, that thing. Sure, sure. Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Yes, come in. So, as you go inside, you notice it's a nice house. The floor is actually like paved stone in there, so it's nicer looking than the random shamble wood you see in most places. It's got some marble scattered about as a way to say, well, we wanted to decorate, but we didn't want to spend all our money on the decorations. And it's like, yes, I will get the master of the house. And you see, he goes upstairs. You guys take in some of the sights. You see some nice weapons on the walls, a few things strewn about. In fact, who here has the ability to see magic? Leaf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gory?
I have to actively do it, but
But
if there's something that pops out at me and makes me feel like I need to do so, I can do so.
you see kind of a crest on the back, on the top of the stairs that kind of hits you as a little funny. So you do your astral sight, and it almost blinds you. It's that powerful of an item.
Yes, lots of magics up there.
Yes. Other time you see an older human male. Mutton chops, gray hair. Yes. I believe you've come about my daughter's wedding to be gods.
Yes, we found the advertisement at the guild hall.
Yes, yes. We couldn't trust the local militia or anything. So we thought the Adventurers Guild would be better. So is it you three ragtag group here?
Yeah, and I'm not liking the sound about not trusting the militia. What's the story behind that?
Oh, well, one of the higher ups wanted to marry my daughter, but this orc won her over, and well, he won us over as well. And so, now we're having to make sure they don't do anything insane, as in try to kill him.
Is militia we are going to be defending against then?
Oh, not the entire militia, no. It's tax-paying citizens who make sure that, we pay a little extra so we don't have to deal with certain things. We want to make sure that, it's just these few and they're very dedicated men. I would say maybe a handful at most.
Politics is a dangerous game.
Very, very. And I'd rather not sully my hands with the blood of my enemies. That's what I have money for.
Yes.
It's a good point.
So,
Now-
yes, go ahead, Dakota.
Now, we're not getting any trouble if they come for you, your son-in-law, right? Last
No.
thing I will.
You shouldn't see any trouble from it. And all in all, it's just these few, and they're known to be rogues, and we can make some things disappear. It's just we wanted to make sure that we didn't have somebody on their side guarding and go, whoops, we couldn't stop them.
I accidentally let my friends in, I'm sorry.
I want to turn to these two and just go, what do you think?
Well, it seems okay on the outset. I mean, I'm thinking that we're going to see trouble for sure, but the severity of it remains to be seen. Grigori, what do you think?
It's think a bit if some of local militia are corrupt enough that they would cause violence simply to interfere with somebody else's love. Grigori does not mind having to hurt these people.
Yeah, indeed, I can get behind that as well. Plus, these types of things always make for interesting stories.
What does not, though? Really?
Let's hope your story
Very
doesn't
true.
Let's hope your story doesn't get named The Red Wedding.
Yes, you should maybe ask. You should probably ask their names first.
I'll turn and ask for who they are, what the pay sounds like.
Let's give that app a workout, shall we?
Yep.
Excuse me, I'm going to need the names of every guest at the wedding in alphabetical order.
So you ask of their family name right there, I'm guessing, or?
The family name, yeah.
Yes. We are the clan Epiton. We are marrying into the orc clan Tecarpo. It is...
The Podunks.
Yes. And we do have to defend against their joining of these two. It's never really been seen, and, well... It's kind of weird, apparently, to some people, but love is love, you know?
Mm. Indeed.
Yeah, indeed.
You are surprisingly accepting, and
Well, story goes that right before the Kyre was closed, my grandfather was saved by an orc man, and, well, they became friends, and we were taught acceptance.
It's a good lesson.
Yes, yes. It helps also when they both have money, too, so, you know, we...
That usually helps make things go better all around.
speaking of money, sounds like we're ready to
Smooth one.
accept the job. Sounds like we're ready to accept, but I can understand guards being paid so much, but if there is trouble, we might expect a bit more.
Well, what net price would you name?
I just look at Elf, the elf, and go, I let him decide. He's the storyteller and the one who's good with this
Quick,
stuff.
Bard, charisma us out of this situation.
Yes.
Charisma us into piles of money.
Well, let's see here. We're talking just for the wedding. It's for the wedding and the reception afterwards. Yes.
Maybe the reception.
Okay.
Is maybe guarding as well.
I would say for that amount of time, I think perhaps a good, let's say 50 silver per person for the length of the wedding, and then an additional 50 for hazard pay should some nastiness befall the blessed event.
So merely 100 each?
Double if it's over 10 bodies.
Well,
Okay.
if
And same again if need guard for reception as well.
So,
if we are outnumbered more than 2 to 1, then the hazard pay does become doubled.
So 50 for the wedding and 50 for reception, yes. Is that the number I'm hearing? So 100
Yes.
there. Then if there is an attack, 50 there.
As long as it is under 2 to 1 odds, yes.
And if it's 2 to 1, then it's 100 per. You're fairly cheap. All right.
Damn.
Very well, then. We shall see. Until then, make sure to get yourself some acceptable clothing for this.
Sure.
And he just kind of waves you off as he walks away.
I think he means we probably should bathe first.
Grigori fully intends to show up exactly the way he's dressed now. He considers this to be proper clothing for a guarding job.
Okay.